I will talk about Champaign Menards, how I get fired, and Tracy HR. Technically, she is really nice one, and then she helped me a lot, like to transfer like for from plumbing to cashier and cashier to hardware. So she's the one helping me again and again, like to transfer department. But anyway, I got fired, and then she gave me never hireable because of like the last mistake, not mistake like the one like Justin, African receiving manager, when he took the store manager shift. Technically, he's not supposed to be a store manager. Champagne Menards have the 3 store manager, and they are taking the shift to cover for the shift. Dan, John, and Marcus, all 3 store manager, so they can cover for each other. And then receiving manager or cashier manager, they even didn't have chances to take over the store manager shift. But for some reason, they are testing my discrimination or my employee performance, so they just put a like carry cashier manager for the store manager first. It was like almost like three weeks. I think I was looking at why the cashier manager took the store manager shift. I feel really surprised for that one. The first day I transferred from cashier department to hardware department, and then I took over the store manager shift. Other day, I asked for the Menards shed. It's not Menards shed. It's like kind of like for car pusher when he chef the one. How do you call that one? Vest. It's a vest. So I forgot to print my vest, and then like cashier manager, she took over the store manager shift, and then she gave me the vest. So I told her that like you can take off the $5 from my paycheck, because I didn't pay right away, and then like they can take off from my paycheck. So I remember that like cashier manager took over store manager shift. Not even one of the store manager called off. But Justin, receiving manager, took over the Dan shift because Dan called off. On Wednesday morning, Dan stay called off, and I skipped the shift, and I went back home and slept. After that, I went to the 47 Menards and talked to the HR for transfer. After I talked to him, I drove back from 47 Menards to Champaign Menards and talked to the Tracy on October 11, 2020, Wednesday around 4 p.m. Tracy did not call me back until October 16 or October 17. I called her extension on October 17, Tuesday or October 16, Monday, and then she gave me an answer that I was not rehireable, and I did not get transferred to another Menards store. I will tell you like what did I talk at the faucet. I went to the faucet in the rice and faucet Menards that I got transferred in with the permission of the Chris Pope HR from the faucet Menards. But Tracy HR Champaign Menards fire me with the 10 points of no call, no show. On October 14, 2020, Wednesday morning, Dan stay called off and I skipped the shift. So this is how I got fired. Wednesday morning, Dan stay called off and I skipped the shift. I went back home and slept. So it is for 5 points. And another day is also like for no call, no show, 5 points. So altogether 2 times, 2 days, no call, no show, and then I got 5 point each and 10 point, and I got fired. And Tracy HR Champaign Menards told me that she fired me and she put me never hireable. After I got fired, I went to the Champaign Menards and asked for the refund for employee shirt, like the one I ordered. I still didn't get it for the new employee shirt. And then I told Tracy HR like to give me the refund, like for to do the return for me. October 28, 2020, Wednesday, I forgot the exact date. I went to Menards and to ask for the Menards shirt refund on that day. Tracy told me that she heard about the rumor with Dan, and then she said I had subordination. I did not understand the word subordination. She did not mention that to me. She told me that subordination, not insubordination. I did not hear it wrong. I asked Tracy, what's wrong with me and Dan? I did not know that Dan worked on October 14, 2020, Wednesday or not, because I called off on October 14. Technically, I called off twice. Not called off when they. This is like for October 14, I believe. October 14, the last day, like Justin took over Dan's shift. Before that one, is it Monday or is that the last week? I didn't go inside. I didn't go into the store. I came back from this. I came back. I went back home and slept. So it was twice. This is all about Tracy HR and also Dan, store manager. He was scheduled from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. because our store manager is like working from 5 a.m. starting from 5 a.m. The store open at the 5 a.m. No, store open at the 6 a.m. and the employee went into the store is at 5 a.m. So technically store manager, three store manager, they rotate their shift. So every store manager, let's say it's like Monday to Friday is one store manager. Saturday is another store manager. So they are taking like morning shift. Morning shift starting from 5 a.m. 5 a.m. to 1:30 or 2:30. So like evening shift manager and Champaign Menards didn't have the overnight shift. So from 2 to until the store closed. So it should be like 9:30 or 10. I forgot that what time they closed the store. So they have only two shifts. So early morning shift and night shift, evening shift. So let's say it's like Dan working on morning shift, and then like the other one were working on his day off 2 days, and then also that guy will work on the evening shift too. So they already have the two store manager, and also another store manager is working for evening shift 5 days. So technically they have only 3 store manager to cover for the whole 2 shift all days, 7 days a week. So then technically like for 9 a.m. like for department manager came in at the 9 a.m. So department manager even didn't need to work for the whole day. See the one? Department manager is not even. Department manager even need they don't even need a 3 department manager for every department. They have like 3 manager for every department to cover for like the same like store manager. It's like waste of money to hire the manager. This is a great idea. If the store didn't take my idea and then they just change their store like the way I give the advices, they need to give me the money. Am I right? Because like it is that kind of idea are like saving the money, and then like they should give me my idea for the money. I'm not talking about money. It is called idea. It is called the idea is like I'm selling. The same like you need to take it like I'm selling my idea. This is like what for the paycheck. Did I say really rude? I'm thinking like kind of like that kind of idea, that kind of money. I should get it. Am I right? Otherwise, like you will take all of my ideas as cheap. Or do you want to challenge me that like, do you want to sell your idea with that amount of money? Forget about it. It is about idea. So then store manager scheduled from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. I mean like he work morning shift. So like from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. He's the only one. Not 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. The department manager came in. What time did he come in? I forgot. I used to finish my season and hardware department stocking at 7 a.m. So I was supposed to clock out at 7 a.m. but then sent me to another department, and I was a runner in the store, and I told them not to treat me like this way. Because like I got hired for stock out for the hardware department for 4 hours, 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. They don't get a lot of ship. I mean like the truck, they don't have a lot of sales or something like that. So I don't even have a lot of stuff to stock. So for hardware department, I work for only 2 hours, 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Then like after I finish stocking for my department, I can leave. I didn't get paid. But if I want to get paid, I can go to another department, right? Am I right? So like if I need money, I will go there. If I don't money, why do you need to send me to another department? Is that because I'm very poor? Or I'm like kind of like very cheap? Or am I a runner? So he sent me to another department. Is that like Dan is my friend? Technically he helped me a lot. I mean like from plumbing to cashier department to the hardware department. So only Dan and Tracy, they helped me a lot. So I'm the only one like got a lot of problem. But I got fired because of the African problem. Even I'm plumbing, I work by myself. And then like for Kim and Jason Jenkins, they are like they talk a lot and they just working like side by side and they just talk the whole time. Kim is like kind of like 55 or 60-year-old. Jason Jenkins is like younger than me. I think like he's like how is he? He might be probably 35, but his face look like older than me. Like kind of like I'm 43 and then he looked like 45 for me. But like when I asked him, like he would probably told me that like he's only 35 for sure. Because American face are a lot older than me. I mean like, I don't want to argue with that one. So like they are working like together and then I'm the only one working by myself. And then like even nobody care about me. I'm like kind of like single out. They're kind of single out from another department African employee. They want to work beside me. They want to talk to me all the time. I feel really surprised that he's not like kind of like he's like almost like he's a lot older than me. He look like 65 or 55. I mean, what is the point? The kind of 43, they want to be my bro, the old man, African man. I feel so surprised. They're just like working like wherever I went for stocking, they just follow me from another department. This is plumbing. This is hardware. I have like 13 eyes from front to back. Not even to the back, like the stove from the front to the middle one, or a little bit. Altogether 13 or 16 eyes. And then like Jason Jenkins and Kim work together. I'm the only one working like all the way. And then wherever I go, this is the plumbing department. This is hardware department. The African old man, he just follow me wherever I go. But I feel so strange. I mean, what kind of woman will allow that kind of old man to walk near you? I mean, I don't think about like race differences. Is that American way? Is that how American working together? Because like Jason Jenkins and Kim work together side by side. Is that called bro round or is that called friendly working? So why did I work together with Kim and Jason Jenkins? Can I sue them for discrimination? Because I didn't allow African woman from another department working like very close to me. The same eye. From a different department. Where is the one he want to follow me? So it's like kind of a discrimination is everywhere. Like the way African went from upper race are very, I mean like, I thought like, as far as I know, like, I thought like that old man, he thought like he is poor, I'm poor. So poor need to work together. When you work with him like this way, if you are American, poor American, or poor Chinese, or poor Indian, even poor Indian, Indian and African are the same, almost the same. Where poor Indian will allow that old American, that old African man working side by side with him, with her, or with him. Is that called American way? Friendly? Or teamwork? Or team player? The African work like everywhere is like they are taking advantages or operates like this way. It doesn't matter you are poor or you are rich. So I told them not to treat me like this way because I feel like I will become like a runner. And technically, if he sent me to another department, what if another department manager is not the one you don't like, the one African or the Korean or the one Indian? What if? So I told them directly that like don't treat me like this way. I don't like that way. So he felt very mad and then he said like I am store manager. I say you wherever department you go, you need to go. Who will do that one? You are store manager. I need to listen to your store manager. I need to clock out at 7 a.m. I went back home and sleep. No, I am store manager. I said you do that another department. What? so John is like another store manager. John and my coworker asked me to go to another department. I told them like, why should I need to go to another department? And then he was really mad. Just go home and then come back next day. Or maybe like come back next time. Just go home. I said, fine, I will go home. Just so manager can send someone like randomly like just go to another department. What? You and I are friends? Or should I need to respond to the store manager and then you treat me like a runner? Who will do like this for the store manager? Because he has a store manager position, right? Oh. So who got sent to another department? Only Roger. Roger is from planning department employee, and me is from Howard department. Howard department, and also another which one? Another one. Only from each department, only one employee was sent to another department because those loser. From each department, every department has one loser. So he just like store manager Dan or like John. They just pick up like each department has a one loser like me. So they sent me that 3 loser to another department for sure. Insubordination was happened with Dan. Dan asked me to work for the paint grocery for stocking. I mean, what if paint department manager is the African manager? What if grocery area manager is the African manager? No, I need to tell you that directly for that one. We have the right to choose our own boss. Oh, I have store manager position. I will send you whatever department I want. Because of you have store manager, what do you expect from me? From 7 a.m. I clock out. I didn't get paid for another 2 more hours. I didn't take the money. Right? If I say like this, I find like a minimum pay. Even like you see me as a minimum pay and then you told me that like, I discriminated to the African. If I say like this, like fighting will not be. I mean, we cannot solve the fighting. So I just want to ask them now, like kind of like, even minimum pay, do they have the right to say no, not to work for the lower race? Because like lower race have the manager position. What if they are the same title? They don't even need to have that problem anymore, right? For discrimination. Am I right or wrong? I don't know. I told him that I could not work for whatever department he asked me to work for. I have my own right to choose my boss and department. And my schedule was from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Why did he hire a lot of employees in my seasonal Howard department for stocking? I got only 2 hours and I finished stocking season at Howard department, but 5 days time 2 hours. 10 hours for Menard for part-time was not right. Am I right? And then sent me to work for another department because I lost 10 hours a week. So he want to pay for that 10 hour, and then he sent me to another department. So Dan sent me to work for another department because I can think about like his good minded, right? He already know that like, I'm poor, so like he want me to give me more hour. Am I right? Poor need more hour. Am I right? But I'm upper class Chinese woman with a homeless income at the USA. That's I could not care about getting more 10 hour. I was worried about not getting treated like a renter in the store. Do you get the point? So Dan sent me home for insubordination. I told them that I couldn't work for pay. I work for seasonal Howard department. I needed to check their manager. If I did not like the manager at pay, I could not work for them. Technically, they already know that like, I could not work for African, but they might not know. I'm just guessing. Then sent me home for the insubordination, and I went into the store the next day, and Tracy called Dan and then allowed me to work after 1 day off. When they got sent home, 1 day off, and the next day, I got back my job. Okay, another one. John, store manager. John and my coworker asked me to go to another department. Roger, planning department employee. I did not know his name, and me sent me to another department. So it is like about John, store manager. Not only that, John also sent me like to another department. So like these two store manager need to fix their own mind. I mean like I'm poor, so I need 10 more hour, and then like this two store manager already know that like, I'm poor, so they just send me right into another department. Or is that really another department need an employee, or are they really nice to me? We are the same age. How will other employees see me? I mean, for them, it's like kind of like, I don't know how did they see me, like kind of like maybe rumor. Because Dan is the only one helping me like to transfer from the planning to cash out to Howard. Almost like the same age. And we sometimes we talk, sometimes we didn't talk. How will other people see? I don't care how other people see our relationship. I mean like relationship mean like he's the store manager, I'm the employee. But he's the only one helping me to transfer like three department. So the other people will spread the rumor. Of course, definitely. But the thing is that I'm Chinese, I can't even talk. I can't even talk. I have language barrier. So Jim, it is my planning department manager. In the late May 2020, Jim wrote me up. He gave me 2 reasons to write me up. I forgot. He told me that he wanted me to finish 2 or 3 cards in my shift. And I told him that I work at the plumbing for less than a month. And he want to finish like 2 or 3 cards. And I need more time to familiar with the plumbing stuff. I also told him that like, after I know all plumbing, I could not finish 3 cards within 4 hours. It's called for slow performance. I mean like I don't even know the product. Even like I know the product, who will finish all the stuff really fast one? Did they set the rate? How are they the performance? Everyone's working and they think like I'm slow. Because like I'm like kind of like upper class, so I will work like a little bit slow. Because rich people will behave like a little bit slow movement. Are they setting a standard with the poor like, receiving worker like they are working really fast? What kind of expectation they have? If they said like I'm really slow, 3 cards within 4 hours. If they said like kind of like 3 cards we need to finish, then I need to go to the hospital. I need to get the certificate that like my performance are very slow. Or do they think that I'm stealing their store hour? Am I stealing the store hour? Did they see it that way? Or should I need to go to the hospital and check for my movement? Why am I slow? Why did manager treat like and write like this way and write up? Technically, why did he write up? I already explained that one. I was at the planning an African, the old African man. He just followed me wherever I go. They just do not like that one, and they just wrote me out for that one. They cover for my slow performance because I'm rich, right? They're rich, so I want like a little bit slow compared to that African old man. Am I right? That African old man is like even like he looked like poor, but his performance is very slow. Are they comparing these two together? Another one, Kim, Planning Department and Bright. Kim will definitely know that I have upper class feature and I hide from both guys, African and Bright from Harvard Department and Kim boyfriend. Kim boyfriend work at the electric department. Kim told me that her boyfriend will not follow me. If Kim trusted her boyfriend will sleep with the African woman. If the African woman was in my position. Because like Kim said like, oh, her boyfriend will not follow me. Not only that African woman, Kim boyfriend also like follow me. At the time, Kim boyfriend is working in the plumbing area. That two guy, old age, follow me wherever I go. Really? Sure, my face look like a blow face for them because Kim and Jason Jenge are working together. No, not flat, working together side by side and chit chat and talk the whole time. I don't even go into that group. I can't even enter this group. And then I'm walking alone. And then that old African man want to talk to me. We live in United States of America and they want to behave like the low standard American environment. Do you get the point? I'm not bitching about it. I'm not bitching about that minimum pay life. We all know that how Chicago minimum pay life. Very low standard American, like working together and fly together. That kind of like they are asking from me. Do you think my face, the way I behave, will give that kind of like to them? I also have the brother with the another guy. Right, for sure, I have also like my own life. But I couldn't lower down like the way like they are flagging. That do you know the African people, right? The way they want to flag and minimum pay like low standard life. Do they really expect that one from me? I would say yes. Because like all American woman, she see me like kind of like I'm low standard. So I have that kind of a little bit that kind of. Did she see me like I'm that kind of one? Okay, I little bit shake for you. That is my messy man. How about low standard American environment with the African? How did they shake? See this two shake? How about my messy man? My messy man will be like this way. How about with the African American low standard environment? How did they shake? How much messy man can I go? I don't blame that Kim trusted her boyfriend. How about African and Brian? Is she trusted the African and Brian, or did she know that my upper class feature discriminated to the African and Brian? There's agreement between two or more persons to commit a crime harassment at the same time to me. How to call that one? Conspiracy. I know that Kim wanted me to work together with the African and Brian from Harvard Department. The African guy was working at the same aisle with me and he also followed me like the Kim boyfriend. I hide from both guys. Kim noticed that and Kim wanted me to give her time. Kim told me if I took one car, I should not put the car back. I told Kim that I can walk on the car I grabbed, but I wanted to walk without a lot of people around. Kim already know that I try to avoid that African guy, but she gave me an excuse to Jim, my manager, that I grab one car and put that car back, and I didn't want to finish one car. I did not see that grabbing two car was a problem. If I took two car, I will finish that two car, but Kim wanted me to work with the African. I could not do what she said. Kim is a Jim trusted employee. Kim is not my manager or my boss. I could not listen what she said. Jim trusted Kim, and Jim wrote me up because I grabbed one car and put the car back, and I didn't want to finish one car. I can say out loud that I'm hiding from the African employee. I look down on African and I didn't want to talk to them if it is not necessary, except war-related situation. And war-related situation, I talk to African. I don't manage or another department employee, co-worker or customer with the precise words. Precise work. Minimum with the exact word with no extra works. I protected myself by getting harassed by not getting harassed by all African, either male or female. They cannot take advantages of me by using store policy, rules, government laws, and my paycheck. They cannot pay me for giving them customer service, or they cannot pay me by using store money to hire me as an employee. Do you get the point? Kim boyfriend harassment. Kim boyfriend harassment was the same like African employee harassment. He was almost 65 years old and he looked like he wanted to walk close to me, 12 feet distant. The same eye, different department. He did not talk to me, but I knew that he wanted to walk very close to me. Kim's boyfriend was the guy who used to follow me at the plumbing department when I did stocking. I was so mad that I thought that old guy follow me was harassing to me. Thus I talked to Kim that did she know that guy, and Kim told me that that guy was her boyfriend. I told him that old guy followed me and I feel annoyed. After that, I got rolled up by my manager, Jim. Jim told me that I need to work faster than Kim mentioned. Only 3 weeks. How can I remember all of the steps, and it made me slow down? I told Jim that I need more weeks to remember the steps. Even I remember the area, I could not walk the way Kim walked. Kim is so fast and she know all the stuff. I know that Kim wanted to work together with African employee from Howard department. The African guy was working the same aisle with me, and he also followed me like Kim's boyfriend. I hide from both guys. Kim noticed that, and Kim wanted me to give me hard time. Kim told me if I took one car, I should not put the car back. I told Kim that I can walk on the car that I grabbed, but I wanted to walk without a lot of people around. Checking but he was counting the inventory. He was using scanner and scan the product. He was doing his own job, but he walked very close to me, 12 feet sometimes when I differences. But he was follow me wherever I went. After he started, African employee from Harvard department did the same like he did. He was role model for that guy, and he was happy that African employee bad-minded. He looked like I looked like a backless Chinese woman, but everyone in the store knew that I was broke and I'm poor and almost homeless. Thus, they looked down on me and they thought I was not supposed to behave like that, and I needed to behave like a slave, like African in the USA, and talk to the African and walk and fly with them. This is how I saw the situation. Because I minimum pay environment, I need to behave like the minimum pay. Fly with all the guy, I walk and I talk to the guy all the way like, do you find everything okay? That way. I talked to the Kim that did she know the guy? She replied me that it was her boyfriend. But I let Kim know that how he harassed me. But Kim did not believe that. Kim told me that he was her boyfriend and he will not harass me. If he didn't harass me, I'm lucky. Am I right? African employee, Howard department employee. When after I transferred to the seasonal Howard department, there's another African employee. That African employee, the first guy, like the one I mentioned is like when I was in the plumbing department, another guy is also working at the Howard department, side by side, right? That was African. And then after I transferred to the seasonal Howard department, there is another African employee. The first guy is like the fat and short, right now I'm talking about like another African employee. The guy is tall and old age, but they both are like almost at the same age, 65-year-old or 55. I was avoiding the African employee from the Howard department. He was almost 55-year-old and he wanted to work with me, the same different department. He did not talk to me, but I know he wanted to work at the same time. The truth is, I have upper class Chinese feature and I try to avoid the lower race employee at work. Because of my avoidance, they have inferiority. And they wanted to show me that their races are the same like me. So African have that minded. I already know that one. Like Kelly is a Chinese, Kelly is a worker for American. They are also worker for American. So like worker, we need to like we are the same poor. We are the same class. So we need to hang out together. So lower races, all are lower races, all are worker, all are poor. Am I right? So we need to behave like the minimum pay. I can't behave like minimum pay. Minimum pay environment, did you know that one, right? Talk, fly, and having fun. So they had many the same like me. I did not care. They had many higher class. I try to avoid them, stay away from them. I had nothing to talk with coworker. Free talk, junk talk, and customer assisting conversation. I keep my mouth shut at work and work the whole time to avoid all of the rumor. I kept my mouth shut and avoided them. African wanted to give me hard time because they use the same word that they used to say that to the American. You look down on me and you discriminate me. This is the first guy like when I was in the plumbing. This is like short and fat guy. So another African employee, hardware department employee. These two guys work for hardware department. I work at the seasonal hardware department and my old African another department employee became the same department co-worker. Because like when I was in the plumbing, they are like another department. But like when I work at the seasonal hardware, regular hardware and seasonal hardware, they are all hardware department. So they become like same department co-worker, but different section. He did not have a chance to work with me because I work for seasonal and he worked for the regular hardware department. The poor guy did not give up on me and tried to change me to the non-discrimination type. I know myself that I look down on lower race, but I did not do discrimination. Thus, I'm discriminated people type because I didn't talk. So I didn't talk means like in other words, I discriminate to the African, right? To the lower race. So because of that feature, that trigger, African use like, oh, you need to talk to me. If you didn't talk to me, I will complain you that like you discriminated to me. So what kind of trigger they are using? For teamwork, team player, for talk, for friendly, they are using this tree. Talk. If you didn't talk a little bit to me, I will complain that. Showing this two feature, this tree, and complain that you discriminated to the lower race. So it means like that tree, law, and your paycheck. Another new African co-worker came to the seasonal area. He is from hardware and he came to the seasonal area from regular hardware department and stocked that item for more than half an hour for every shift, for every day. I asked my manager, Chris, how he saw the regular hardware department employee came to my area and stock. And he told that it was cross-training and good for that one. So I kept my mouth shut and let two Africans harass me and fix my discrimination feature. Right? This is the truth, right? Because like they just like they can close to me and then they can show me that the way I treated them is they feel like very, they want my business and then they want like for other employee bitterness, like the way I didn't talk to them, they feel like, oh, they got discriminated. They want to let everyone see that like, I discriminated to them for talk. This is how they want to get bitterness from all the employee. If I have boyfriend, the way they ask, no, this is like the guy. How about if I have boyfriend and then an African woman ask for the bitterness like that way? How can I survive? What if my boyfriend is the American and then how did I feel that like, oh, I will lose the American boyfriend? Should I need to give bitterness to the lower race like this way? Not for me. For my boyfriend? Oh, I got American boyfriend. I don't want to lose my American boyfriend. But African or Indian or Korean or they just want my boyfriend. They force like, you need to talk to me. What should I need to do? My boyfriend need to talk. My boyfriend is American, so he need to talk to the lower race, either Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese, Filipino, Indian, African, you name it, all the races. Oh, you need to talk to me. If you didn't talk to me, you look down on me. And my boyfriend need to give like generosity and understanding to the lower race, and he need to go and talk to them. And then how should I feel? I'm pee. I will lose my American boyfriend. It is called discrimination law. I face it in the United States of America. Testing, receiving department manager. Because of him, I got fired and I got never hired ever. And then you bitch me that, oh, I need to change like to the non-discrimination type. Non-discrimination type mean like you need to see everyone is at the same level and you need to talk with them and you need to hang out with them and then you need to enjoy your life at the minimum pay environment and then you will take the money, right? If you fit into the minimum pay environment, you can get the money. You can work with everyone. Don't talk, it doesn't matter. If this receiving employee African manager came to my area and they want to talk and want to fly with me, want to shake, if you can shake with him, you will get paid. Even like he like me, he will even give me the promotion, right? Nothing to lose, am I right? This is called minimum pay, American minimum pay environment. So this guy, how did he move? I will show you how he moved for me. He came to my seasonal Howard area. It is 2 hours apart from me, 12 feet away, and I can see his face for 5 to 10 minutes. After 1 week later, October 12, 2020 and October 14, 2020, he took over Dan shit. But Tracy will deny that Justin did not take over the Dan shit on October 14, 2020. Justin took the store managership. My boss is a seasonal hardware department manager. I had 3 seasonal hardware department manager. My manager supervisor is a store manager. Oh, my boss is store manager, Dan. Justin was a receiving manager. Justin he like the shift leader. Justin took store manager shift leader. Do I need to listen what he said? Did he really need to talk to me when he took over Dan shift? Am I right? He came to my area and then he just took like 2 hours away from me and he just checked on my performance. Is that really necessary? He just only 1 day took over other people's shift. Did he really need to analyze my performance? Am I really poor performance at Champaign Menards? Or am I really very smart, working really fast, and my movement and my performance impressed him, and he need to see me like very closely? So like he took managership. Do I need to listen what he said? Did he really need to talk to me when he took over the shift? Did he really see me I'm them, or he need to give me the training? Justin wanted to talk to me as a part of the job previous week, but from my point of view, I ran the hardware department. Even I did not get the lead role. Lead mean like for leader. Am I right? Lead. And EAD lead. I work with Scott, Peggy, but they were American senior. It's like they are old age. It's almost like 65 or 70 years old. I was the lead one on that department. Seasonal hardware department, not regular hardware department side. But I have no power for lead role because I'm Chinese. I work for that department, and after I finish that department, they send me to work for the paint and other department too. I quarreled with him on the floor in front of Peggy, and then sent me home. I told them I couldn't work for every department. And after I finished my own department, I went leave. Then told me to come and see him the next day. And I went to the Champaign Menards and meet with HR. Tracy, HR Tracy. And she called there and I got my job back. Justin took over 10 shift. He wanted to use the supervisor role and wanted to give me the training or talk to me. Why did you need the supervisor role or manager role? When I mentioned that Justin took over that shift and he came to my department and talked to me, wanted to talk to me, I told that it should enough to mention his harassment. Do I need to represent his role? Maybe he is misusing his role, right? This man did not follow me, but he came to my seasonal hardware department and just like stand and like watch me for 5 to 10 minutes. Is that really necessary? Is that checking the employee performance as a store director or store manager? Is that really necessary to check the where employee performance like this way? Am I too smart or am I too dumb? Will you take that he followed me, or he was very obvious and harassed me with using store manager power? How do you see that situation? The way I asked like my manager Chris, like African man, like came to my seasonal department and working for like almost like half an hour every day, every shift. It's very obvious, right? Sometimes even it is obvious that like I cannot complain for harassment because they are very poor. Because like I'm also have the classy feature and I didn't talk to them. So I wanted that the truth, like for reality. Because of my classy feature, I didn't talk. So they took that it is my weakness, right? Then how about I wanted to blame me? Kim and Jason Jenkins, they work together side by side. They just talk a lot. I'm the only one working alone. How do you see that situation? How will you solve this problem? How do you try to hold me like my classy feature, like I didn't talk? Can I work together with them? These two American. So I work by myself, right? Don't tell me it's teamwork, team player. Am I right? So you want to take advantages of my like kind of I didn't talk. I didn't talk is not only for African. That too American too. I'm like almost mute at work. And then you want to find me the problem with me for my classy feature at the face? That face with that time. Definitely I will get sued by the discrimination law. Am I right? Take advantages on my classy feature, my classy face and classy behavior. I even didn't talk to this two guy. Because like everyone see that like kind of like I look down on African, right? Even I didn't mention that word. Can I fit into that American environment? No. So I'm singled out. Because I'm poor. Poor need to hang out with the poor. So like kind of like he was receiving manager. Justin. He took the damn call off shift. And then he was store manager at 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. Only an hour. And then he just took close to me for 10 minutes. Is that really necessary? Is that like taking his break at my area? Management team, pricing IA system manager for one, and also department manager is for second one. For the third one, plan IA manager. The fourth one is a cashier manager. So, it's like for department manager, for how should I need to say, for Maya has for pricing IA system for one manager. For department manager is for each department manager, right? Each department have one manager, and also like for pricing is a one manager. Pricing IA is for one manager. Program is a one manager. So like cashier manager is included another department manager, right? So they will take the shift for the supervising the store when the store driver was off. I should not listen all of those managers. They are not my bosses. I need to listen all those managers. How can I do that one? It's the same like Emily Snyder from the Champaign Menards. She told me that like every manager in the store are manager for all the employees in the store. What kind of low IQ employee really retarded will take that idea? We live in America. Is that all American minimum pay employees are very low IQ? Are they work for every manager? Is that the way like in the American store? Are they really damn like this way? How should we need to do that one? Should we need to give the training to every employee not to behave like the cheap and damn for all the manager? Should we need to train all the poor employee? Because they can bring that kind of idea to only poor employee only, right? Poor, no money, uneducated, and low IQ. That kind of employee they can cheat it on them. Otherwise, like everyone will see, really? Should I need to work for you? I work for that department. You work for another department. Who will be that kind of low IQ and retarded for them? Justin used a shift supervisor title and approached me. I look like upper class Chinese woman, but everyone in the store know that I was broke and I'm almost homeless and poor. Thus, they looked down on me and they thought I was not supposed to behave like the rich manager, bossy posture. And I need to behave like a slave, like the African in USA. I got subordination because I did not behave like a slave in the store. Because all of the employees in the store were higher than me. He looked like he came to the seasonal Howard department to check for all the employees. Would that be his excuse? If he needed to check all the employees, he needed to walk through the aisle. He stood at the seasonal Howard department for 10 minutes. I was at the department and no one was standing at the time. I feel something wrong and Wes and David came to my eye and they covered for me. He wanted to cover for that. He wanted to cover that he was a shift manager. He was doing supervising. I feel something wrong, and then fortunately, like for another employee, his name is West, and also David came to my eye. I forgot who is David. I forgot. His manager Judy are harassment for me from his side, but I couldn't work for him. Him is from my side. Am I right? Because of that situation, when I complain, I need to use like his weakness. His manager Judy, he will cover that it is his duty to check on me, but I can use that Judy is harassing for me. So he will use my weakness. Why can't she work for me? Why can't she stand there like I look at her for 10 minutes and standing very close to her? Is that really necessary? I mean, sometimes I don't even complain for that one because like he's an African. If you complain that one, why are you not comfortable for the guy standing very close to you and watching your performance for 10 minutes? Am I too smart? Am I too dumb for allowing like take over only like for when the other store manager took day off or call off, and he took over the shift and he need to check my performance for 10 minutes like this way? Can he use like another proof and excuse to cover for his 10-minute watching my performance? Can he? He will. Am I right? How can we solve that problem? That kind of manager duty. What kind of law can I use for harassment? Technically, I know that Dan called off on that day. That Justin came in for his shift. Or maybe they wanted to know that I discriminated to the African or not. This is like kind of checking the employee performance. Am I right? I can choose my own boss, and even Menard gave me insubordination for not working for Justin. African manager, receiving manager, then sent me home for insubordination. October 12, 2020 Monday, show at 5 a.m. and then went back home. I got 5 points. It was my first time and I asked for an excuse and I did not get an excuse for the 5 points. October 14, 2020 Wednesday, show at 5 a.m. and then went back home for 5 points. So I got to the 10 point. Then called off on October 12, 2020 and October 14, 2020. Justin took his shift. So they have proved that I called off when Justin went to be my store manager. I saw Justin to take the 10 shift and I went back home, but I really peed on my pants. You can check my vagina. I'm sorry. I mean, I need to, because I'm physician. It was long times ago. I can even say like once upon a time, I was physician. So like I don't feel shy to say out loud for that one, but you will see me that kind of like that woman is that woman is saying like a low standard minimum pay. I'm talking like a physician. I did really pee on my pants and you can check my vagina. Because I have really that kind of disease right now. Is that my vagina problem or my bladder problem? It will cost a lot of money for surgery. It is not for bitching like low standard minimum pay. I'm showing my problem. I was afraid that I will lose my job when I saw the Justin face. I did not cover up for that one. I really pee on my pants and Menard did not believe that one. I can do the medical checkup for them and they pay for the checkup and cure my either vagina problems or bladder problem or the lower area, female, is that called genital tract area problem. October 12, 2020 was pee on my pants. I decided to change my pants and then when I arrived in my car, I changed my mind. At that day, I was planning to go to the Michigan after I got off. When I arrived in my car, I decided to go to the Michigan after I changed my pants instead of and came back for work. October 14, 2020, I called off one time and I was not afraid to call off again. But I know that Champaign Menards will give me a hard time. Yes, I did not want to work for Justin and he was in the management team, but I could not work for him. Okay, African customer. When I was in the cashier department, African customer came to the cashier and threw away the coin back to me. She just threw it away. And then because I did not want to touch their hand. At Champaign Menards, like kind of like this is a monitor. This is the cashier station. I just stand right this way. So like when I scan all the product, the customer need to walk like at the back and I walk to the packing area. So they just walk. When they just walk, most of the customer, they just like, we need to make the distance, right? So this is like me standing right here. When they walk through, so I need to give you that, like, this is me standing. This is the space. This is the space the customer can walk through, right? So I was standing right here. So how will customer walk through? Will they walk through from the middle, or are they going to walk through like a little bit distant? Which one will be better? But African customer, every single African customer, when they walk through that area, that space, when they saw me as a about racist, rich one, the African customer, almost every customer, African customer, they want to walk like very close to me. Sometimes I really feel like they are testing my performance. This is like the same like checking the employee, right? Do they have discrimination or not? Is that really necessary? Do we need to have the space for each other? Am I right? Is that really necessary to test the employee? Did they have the discrimination? When to discriminate to the customer or not, or co-worker or manager? Is that really necessary to test that kind of performance? If they are going to test that kind of performance, I will write a report, even to the White House. We need to solve this problem. Am I right? That kind of space, they want to test like that customer, that employee is not discriminated to the either customer, manager, or co-worker. They just want to walk like very close to you. Is that really necessary? Right? Even like if you see me like classy, do you think that kind of classy will give that kind of behavior? From both sides, am I right? If you think like the classy one, everyone can be classy one, right? Even Africa, the customer, they also have the class too, right? So everyone has a class one. Even like they are like really high class or middle class or lower class. Everyone should behave like that. Behave like that. We have the high standard, even at the environment. Am I right? So why did they want to behave like the low standard, like that kind of flat? How will you see it? Is, don't you see it's like low standard? Or am I the only one high standard in a minimum pay environment? And that kind is like kind of very close. I mean, like for walking close, they care about all of your manner. So like even like giving the coin change back. The coin, right? This is coin, currency. This is the customer hand. How will you give to the coin back to them? How? I will give it them like this way, without touching. Right? Or another way. This is like receipt. This is like coin. I put the coin on the receipt, and then I just give it to them like this way. They can take that. They can take that receipt from the other side. Am I right? I give them from the other side. Just give it to them. They can take from the other side. Are we going to touch? Are we going to touch with each other? That's coin. Do we need to touch with each other? No, right? But you know the African, right? You know African. When I give it to them like this way, how will they feel that one? How will they feel that one? They will feel that like the kind I'm grabbing the money. They want to touch. They can use this is American way. Okay, I don't care. They are using American way or Asian, Southeast Asian, Thailand, Vietnamese. They are using like very cheap way, low standard way. No offense, this is the truth. I need to solve the problem exactly like what they want. My hand grabbing, give the change back. African. See that one? Is that really necessary? But from their point of view, that's African. This is called touch. How can we solve this problem? With glove or touchless? Or another way, using a cash out table. Just leave all those stuff on the cash out table for them. When I receive a coin on the cash out table, they feel offensive because like they already know that like kind of like I will give them that one. They will use their hand like this way. How will I feel? How will I feel? If I try to avoid that one, how will you see that one? I discriminated to them, right? How can we solve this problem like the one they requested? Treat the customer the way they wanted. To give the coin change back, let them touch your hand. Why are you so sensitive? So sensitive. So sensitive. So sensitive. Picky. In saying like that, like they are trying to touch your hand. Everyone know that like if they cannot touch your hand, they feel inferiority. Am I right? Right? It's from both sides. It's just a picture. Let them touch your hand. Some of the minimum pay will give the change back like this way. Is that American nice? Is that American standard? Are we giving the change back like this way? How should I need to educate like everyone like minimum pay environment to be like the high standard? How should I need to change? I can't even change to that, and they want to change me back into the low standard minimum pay environment. Do you get the point? Should I need to give up like kind of like I'm trying to change to the a little bit standard? I didn't say like high standard. Normal way. The way they work is like that way. I'm using it without touching. So without touching, when I use, everyone see that one like the way they work is that way. See touching? The way they work is that way. The way I want is that way. So they gave me only one reason. You look down on us, so you didn't want us to touch you. How can I educate all those people? Because I need to give all the understanding and generosity to the lower race because they are poor and they have inferiority. How can I change that environment to a little bit higher standard? How can I change it? When I say it out loud, they are lower. They are African. They are low standard and they have inferiority. That side of people are rich, about race. They need to give understanding. How do you want to solve that problem? Comfort them or tell them directly that like it is not supposed to do touch. Don't give me any reason. I want to use touchless. Don't give me Just understanding business American culture. I don't want to hear any word. Agree that one? So that woman, that African woman, I gave the coin chain using the paper, using the receipt, put the coin and give it to her. And then when she saw that one, because I use the receipt as a barrier, so she threw away the coin back to my cash out drawer. How can we solve this problem? Because treat all the customers the way they treat it. How about all the employees side? Because all the employees are like kind of like about race, American or Chinese, higher than African. We need to solve this problem by saying who is employee, African, American and Chinese. Who will touch the customer African? How can we solve this problem? Understanding, business, inferiority, comfort. We can set the standard. Just give even an excuse that like American and Chinese want to discriminate to the African without letting them touch. I went to the police station. I complained that one. Who came out? Indian policeman. I even didn't talk to him. I already write, and then I just give the sheet to the Indian policeman. The Indian policeman also want to be like, talk a lot. It is part of the job. That kind of Indian guy. All the Indian behave like a genius. Behave like a teacher. They will explain and they want to talk to you a lot. Even at the store level, American store, I also need to work for that kind of Indian manager. Solve this problem for all the employees. Because they are very good-minded. They are very patient. They have very high knowledge. They want to explain to you. They want to be your manager. I will walk away. But you cannot walk away. They are also Indian. They are also lower than you. Okay, another one. Carrie. So the African customer happened at the cashier department. So how about Carrie? She said like, oh, I need to talk to the customer. I need to give the coin chain back, touching their hand. It's called polite. How can we teach, like, even cashier manager see it that way? Because of we got paid, because of our paycheck. The whole environment where give the understanding to the African like this way. How about our generation? How about our children? Even if I'm married, I'm single right now. If I'm married, how about my children? Are they supposed to treat the African like this way? Very generous, very understanding, give our openness, generosity with the American way? It is not the right way. For professional level, touchless, no excuse. No fighting with me for that, like kind of like they are American, they have inferiority. We need to give the exception for them. No, there is no exception for that one. Touchless. And also like they came to the cash lane and then they want me to say hi, thank you, and did you find everything okay? I mean like, did you find everything what you are looking for in the store? I can say that one. As a friend, hi, how is everything? Did you find, how is everything? The weather is really nice. I mean like, is that part of the job? We can say, are you making friends with them? No. Because Africa came to my check lane, because of my face, they thought like kind of like they can be my friend or brother route, right? Friendship route. They want to be my friends with benefit route. That kind of route I won't give. Hi and friendly is a part of a job as a friendly for customer, not as a friend. Do you see this two part really clearly? Don't ask for my friendship. I'm not working. I'm not getting paid for my friendship. You got my services, not my friendship, not my friendly friendship. This is all happened at the Champaign Menards.